Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. We're diving deep into this mysterious coin, and I'll show you exactly what to look for before you sell anything. Cut to visuals of pennies, U.S. Mint logos, Abraham Lincoln. The Lincoln penny has been a staple in American pockets since 1909, honoring our 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, BY 1988. Most pennies were minted either in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, or San Francisco, S, with Philadelphia coins typically having no mint mark, so a 1988 penny without a mint mark isn't rare by itself. But, and here's where it gets interesting, some 1988 pennies have a minting error that collectors are desperately searching for. 1988 penny worth $1.6 million. Now, let's talk about that wild number, $1.60 million. There have been rumors online claiming someone paid over $1 million for a 1988 no-mint mark penny. But here's the truth. No verified sale or auction has reached that number yet. However, some rare error versions of this penny have sold for hundreds to thousands of dollars. And that's no joke. Cut to close-up images of 1988 pennies with arrows pointing to details. The most valuable version of the 1988 no mint mark penny is the one with a transitional error. That means the wrong design was accidentally used. Specifically, you're looking for a 1988 penny with a 1989 reverse, also called the 1988 reverse of 89 error. Well, on the reverse side, the tail, the letters FG, the initials of the designer Frank Gasparo, look slightly different between 1988 and 1989.in, the rare 1988. Reverse of 89. The FG is closer and sharper, and Lincoln's memorial columns are more defined. If you find that version, even in circulated condition, it could be worth $500 to $5,000, depending on the grade. Show price charts, eBay listings, PCGS data. So how much is your 1988 no-mint mark penny worth? Worth 1 cent to 25 cents. Can go for $1 to $10. Anywhere from $500 to over $5,000, depending on condition and grading. But, to hit the jackpot, your coin must be authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Grab a magnifying glass. Look closely at the reverse side of your 1988 penny. Compare the FG initials with images online or visit a coin forum like CoinTalk. If it looks promising, send it in to PCGS or NGC for grading. This step is critical. Once graded, you can list it on eBay or, better yet, sell through a coin auction house. So, is your 1988 no-mint mark penny worth $1.6 million? Probably not. But could it be worth thousands? Absolutely, if you have that rare error. This is why it's so important to check your coins before giving them away or tossing them in a jar. If you want to learn how to spot other rare coins hiding in plain sight, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and drop a comment if you found any rare pennies. Who knows? Your next penny might just change your life. We're diving deep into the story of the 2017 D Lincoln penny, the 1-cent coin that's been turning heads with claims of being worth up to $1.6 million. Is it real? Is it hype? Or is there a hidden treasure sitting in your coin jar right now? Stick around, because you might just be holding gold in copper form. Let's start with the basics. In 2017, the U.S. Mint released special Lincoln pennies to celebrate the 225th anniversary of the U.S. Mint. For the first time, they featured a P mint mark for Philadelphia pennies and D for Denver. Now, the 2017 D penny was minted in Denver, and over 4.7 billion were made. So how can a coin that common possibly be worth over $1 million? Here's the secret. It's not just any 2017 D penny that's valuable. Only error coins or ultra-rare varieties are worth serious money. Minting errors, things like double dies, off-center strikes, or wrong planchet errors. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Think uncirculated or MS 67+. If only a handful exist, collectors are willing to pay a premium. In the case of the 2017 D Lincoln penny, certain coins have been found with dramatic die breaks, clipped planchets, or even misaligned dies. These coins, graded and authenticated, have sold for thousands. But $1.6 million? That brings us to the heart of the story. Recently, a story went viral, claiming that one 2017 D penny sold for $1.6 million. Let's get real. We've researched major auction houses, Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and PCGS records. There is no documented sale of a 2017 D penny selling for $1.6 million. None. So where did this number come from? Likely from clickbait articles or exaggerated posts. Sometimes misinformation spreads fast when people see $1 million penny. That said, some 2017 D-era pennies have sold for between $500 and $2,000, which is still amazing for a 1-cent coin. Here's where it gets exciting. Even if your 2017 D penny isn't worth millions, it could still be worth hundreds or thousands if it has the right traits. Look out for double die obverse. Look closely at Lincoln's eye or date. Die cracks off-center strikes high grade. Uncirculated coins use a jeweler's loupe or take close-up photos. If you suspect you have something rare, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Okay, so you found a coin that looks promising. Now what? Don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can destroy its value. Send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. Visit eBay sold listings or auction sites like Heritage. Include clear photos, full description, and grading details. You can also visit local coin shops or attend coin shows to speak with experts. So, is your 2017 D penny worth $1.6 million? Probably not, but it still could be worth a small fortune, especially if it has errors or is in perfect condition. If you've got a jar full of old coins, now's the time to look closely. You might be sitting on a gold mine. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and comment below if you've got any coins you want help identifying. And don't forget to turn on notifications for more coin tips and rare finds. We're diving into a fascinating story about a 1989 Lincoln penny with an MO mint mark that could be worth up to $1.4 million. That's right, over $1 million for a single cent. This one tiny copper coin could change your life if you have the right one. Let's start with the basics. The 1989 Lincoln cent features the familiar profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. It was minted in large numbers. Over 7 billion pennies were produced in 1989. But here's where it gets interesting. Most of these coins were minted at either the Philadelphia, no mint mark, or Denver, de mint. So where does this mysterious MO mint mark come in? The MO mint mark is not an official mint mark used by the US Mint. So how did it end up on a 1989 penny? There are only a few verified coins showing this MO marking, and experts believe it may be a rare misprint, a private test strike, or even an extremely rare pattern coin, meaning it was never meant for public release. Whatever the origin, one of these coins was appraised at a value of up to $1.4 million in a private collector's market. Anything that makes the coin different, fewer coins equals higher value. People will pay more to complete a rare set. In the case of the 1989 MO penny, it's the combination of mystery, rarity, and error that has collectors scrambling. Some say it's a counterstamped error. Others think it's a foreign minting experiment linked to a private facility in Missouri, hence, MO. Now the question everyone wants to know. Could you have one of these pennies in your collection? Look for a clear MO mark under the year 1989. Inspect both sides for any unusual texture, doubled images, or off-center strikes. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe for better detail. Compare it to a normal 1989 penny. If you find anything strange, don't clean it. That could reduce its value. Here's what to do next. Take high-quality photos of the coin, get it graded and authenticated by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. Reach out to coin auction houses or dealers who specialize in rare US coins. Avoid pawn shops. They often don't offer full value. Authentication is key. It can make the difference between a 1-cent coin and $1 million payday. Even if you don't have the MO penny, there are other 1989 errors that can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes, double die obverse, DDO, clipped planchets, transitional errors. Some of these can be worth $100 to $2,000 plus, depending on condition and rarity. So, the next time you clean out that drawer, check those old jars, or go through Grandpa's coin collection, pay attention to those pennies. especially the 1989s, because one tiny letter MO could make you a millionaire. Have a coin you want me to look at or feature in a future video? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a treasure hunting tip. We're zooming in on a penny that most people wouldn't look at twice, unless they knew its secret. The 1979 D. Lincoln penny may look ordinary, but in some cases it's anything but. One rare version has sold for over $1.6 million, and I'll explain exactly what to look for. History and background of the 1979 D. penny. The Lincoln cent has been around since 1909, celebrating the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. But by 1979, most of these pennies were made from a copper alloy, 95% copper and 5% zinc. Now, the 1979 D penny means it was minted in Denver. Over 4.1 billion of them were made that year. So how can one of them be worth over $1 million? The answer lies in errors and rarities, mistakes made at the mint that turned an ordinary coin into a collector's treasure. What makes a 1979 D penny worth $1.6 million? Now here's the juicy part. That $1.6 million penny was a mint error, a freak accident that turned it into a one-of-a-kind piece. Here's what you should look closely at Lincoln's face, the date, or the word liberty. If they appear doubled, you might be holding a fortune. If the design is shifted or incomplete, this is highly valuable to collectors. This happens when the penny was struck on a different metal by mistake, like a silver dime blank. Coins graded MS 67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can command tens of thousands, even without errors. That $1.6 million 1979 D penny? It was a combination of extreme rarity, high-grade condition, and a dramatic mint error. Only one known to exist. So how can you check if you have a valuable penny sitting in your home? Here's a step-by-step guide. Look for doubled images, errors, or weird textures. 1979 with a D mark means it's from Denver. Sites like PCGS.com and NGCcoin.com are great for comparison. A normal 1979 D penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. If it's lighter or heavier, it could be a rare planchet error. The redder and shinier, the better, especially if uncirculated. Now, if you think you've got a rare penny, don't just throw it on eBay for $10. Here's how to get top dollar. Send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A coin in a slab is trusted. Use certified coin dealers listed on ANA or PNG websites. Big auctions like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers can fetch serious money. They'll offer you much less than true market value. So next time you're cleaning out a drawer or sorting through your old change, remember, that 1979 D penny might be more than just pocket change. It could be your ticket to an unexpected fortune. Do you have a 1979 D penny? Drop a comment below and let me know. I respond to every message I can. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who collects coins or might be sitting on treasure without knowing it. We're talking about the 1991 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny and why one rare version of this coin could be worth as much as $1.5 million. That's right, you heard me. A penny worth more than a mansion. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln cent, or the penny, has featured the profile of President Abraham Lincoln since 1909. In 1991, the U.S. Mint released hundreds of millions of these pennies. Most of them aren't worth more than a cent, but a few very rare ones are absolute gold mines. A standard 1991 penny will either have a D mint mark, for Denver, or no mark at all, which usually means it came from the Philadelphia Mint. But here's the kicker. One specific 1991 penny with NO mint mark is believed to be a mint error, and that makes it incredibly rare and valuable. So how can a 1-cent coin be worth $1.5 million? It's all about mint errors and rarity. The rare 1991 no mint mark penny is believed to be a proof coin that was accidentally struck at the San Francisco Mint and somehow released to the public. These are called off-mint errors, and they're extremely valuable to collectors. What experts believe happened is that a proof die, meant for high-quality collector coins, was used at the wrong mint, and the coin wasn't supposed to be released into circulation. There may be only one or two of these coins in existence, and that's where the insane value comes from. Now, here's what you should look for in your old penny jars and coin collections. Check below the date, 1991. If there's no D or S, you might have something special. Proof coins have extremely detailed lines, clean edges, and a mirror-like finish. Rare errors include coins struck on dime or foreign planchets. Look for doubling, off-centering, or unusual metal tone. If you find a 1991 penny with no mint mark, and it looks unusually sharp or different from regular change, do not spend it. You need to get it appraised by a professional coin grader, like PCGS or NGC. One coin expert reportedly valued a rare 1991 no mint mark penny at $1.5 million, due to its proof strike error and extreme rarity. While it hasn't shown up in major auctions yet, similar rare pennies from the 1970s and 1980s have sold for hundreds of thousands. These aren't just stories. Coins like this do sell, and collectors are willing to pay a fortune for a truly rare piece. Don't clean it or scratch it. Use gloves if possible. Front and back. Contact a reputable coin dealer or submit to a professional grading service. Get multiple opinions. Never sell to the first person who makes an offer without doing your homework. Even if it's not the million-dollar coin, some 1991 pennies with minor errors can still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So next time you're digging through your old change, remember that one little penny could be your ticket to early retirement, a dream vacation, or a big financial boost. Did you know that a 1995 D. Lincoln penny, yes, a 1-cent coin, is rumored to be worth up to $1.6 million? Sounds crazy, right? But today, we're digging into the truth behind this fascinating claim. If you're over 30 and have a jar of old coins sitting at home, especially if you're hoping to cash in, this video is for you. We'll break down everything: how to identify the rare ones, what to look for, and the real market value. Let's make sure you're not throwing away a fortune. 1995 D. Lincoln penny, worth millions? The 1995 D. Lincoln penny was minted in Denver. That's what the D stands for, and over 7 billion were made. Yes, billion with a B. So on the surface, this coin seems extremely common. But like with many coins, it's not the date or the mint mark alone that makes it valuable. It's errors, varieties, and condition that can turn a simple penny into a treasure. And while the average 1995 D penny is worth just 1 cent, some rare variations can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But is one really worth $1.6 million? Over 7 billion minted. What makes one worth millions? You've probably seen articles or YouTube videos with shocking titles. This penny sold for $1.6 million. 1995 D penny could make you rich. These headlines are attention-grabbing, but here's the truth. No verified 1995 D penny has sold for $1.60 million. That number usually comes from misleading sources, unconfirmed auction claims, or pure hype. In reality, the most valuable 1995 Lincoln pennies are typically the double die varieties, but those are usually from the Philadelphia Mint, not Denver. Unlikely, but some are valuable. Off-center strikes, die cracks, cuds, or wrong planchets can add serious value. A coin in mint state 67 plus can be worth hundreds. The famous doubling is mainly from the 1995 no mint mark Philadelphia version. But if a DDO is ever found on a 1995 D, that could be huge. Even a tiny error, like a misplaced mint mark or unusual texture, could raise the value significantly. For example, a rare off-center 1995 D penny sold for over $250. Not millions, but still impressive for a 1-cent coin. Side-by-side of normal versus error coin PCGS grading scale, example eBay or Heritage auction screenshots use a 10x magnifying glass to check the coin closely. Is your coin shiny, uncirculated, no scratches? It could be MS grade. Use websites like PCGS, NGC, and Heritage auctions to compare your coin. You can send your coin to PCGS or NGC for certification. Communities like CoinTalk or Facebook groups can help identify potential errors. Even if your coin isn't worth millions, it might still be worth more than face value. Tools you'll need: magnifier, coin books, online price guides, great for reaching collectors. Be sure to take clear photos and be honest about the condition. Local shops can appraise and offer immediate cash, but prices may be lower. These work best if your coin is graded and has proven rarity. Never clean your coin before selling. It can destroy its value. The 1995 D Lincoln penny is a great example of how something so common can spark big excitement. And while the $1.6 million story might be more myth than fact, there's still money to be made if you know what to look for. So if you're between 30 and 70 and you've got old coins tucked away, now's the time to start digging. You just might have a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. We're diving into the mystery behind the 2006 D Lincoln penny and the viral rumor that one of these coins sold for $1.7 million. Is it true? Could you have a gold mine in your coin jar? Let's find out. In recent years, the internet has exploded with headlines claiming that a 2006 D Lincoln penny sold for over $1.7 million, supposedly because of a rare minting error or unique composition. But here's the thing. While it makes a great story, the truth is a little different. There is no confirmed auction from Heritage, Stack's Bowers, or any reputable coin dealer showing a 2006 D penny selling for anywhere near that amount. But that doesn't mean your coin is worthless. Let's talk facts. The 2006 D Lincoln cent was struck at the Denver Mint. Over 3.3 billion of them were produced, which makes it a very common coin in circulated condition. In average condition, it's worth just 1 cent. In uncirculated condition, say a coin that's shiny, flawless, and graded by a professional, it could be worth 50 cents to a few dollars. Now, if your coin is in mint state 67 or above and graded by PCGS or NGC, that's where the value starts climbing. The highest auction price for a flawless 2006 D penny? Around $195, not $1.7 million. Most likely it's internet hype, fueled by viral posts, exaggerated titles, or misinformation. Some posts confuse the 2006 D penny with genuine rare errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or wrong metal planchets, which can sell for big bucks. The problem is 99.99% of 2006 D pennies don't have those rare errors. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't check. Let me show you what to look for. If you're going through your coins, here are some real error types to look for, not just in 2006 D pennies, but in any Lincoln cents. Look at Lincoln's eyes or the word liberty. Doubling is subtle but valuable. If part of the coin is blank or off, that could be worth $50 to $200 plus. Very rare. A copper penny struck on a dime blank can go for thousands. Small raised lines or die breaks can add minor value. Always check the date, mint mark, and use a 10x magnifier. If it looks odd, it might be special. And never clean your coin. That kills its value instantly. So what if you do have an error coin or an uncirculated 2006 D penny? Use PCGS or NGC for professional coin grading. Use platforms like eBay, Great Collections, or Heritage Auctions. Just make sure they're reputable. Do your homework before selling. A small investment in grading can lead to big returns if your coin is rare. To wrap up, the 2006 D penny in your pocket probably isn't worth $1.7 million, but it's always fun to dream. And hey, it could be worth more than a penny. Could a simple penny in your change jar be worth over $1 million? Sounds impossible, right? But this tiny copper coin, the 2017 Lincoln cent with a P mint mark, has collectors and everyday folks racing to check their coins. And here's why. In 2017, something historic happened. For the first time in over 225 years of minting coins, the U.S. Mint added a P mint mark to the Lincoln penny, and that tiny letter just above Lincoln's shoulder made all the difference. Now rumors are flying. Some of these coins have sold for thousands, and one, it's rumored to be valued at $1.6 million. But is it true? And more importantly, do you have one of these rare coins in your pocket, piggy bank, or sock drawer? The 2017 Lincoln cent was issued to commemorate the 225th anniversary of the U.S. Mint. For that 1 year only, the Philadelphia Mint placed its mint mark, the letter P, on the penny. A first in U.S. history. Before this, Philadelphia minted pennies didn't show any mint mark at all. So the sudden appearance of that piece sent coin collectors into a frenzy. This coin is already a modern collector's item. But some believe there's more to the story. Here's the truth. No regular 2017 penny is worth that much. Most are worth face value or just a few cents above that. However, a very specific coin, one with a rare minting error or unique condition, can command thousands of dollars. Some rare examples have sold for over $1,000 to $5,000, especially those with high grades or dramatic minting errors. The $1.6 million claim, likely based on a rumor or listing price and not a confirmed sale. Still, it reminds us, coins can be shockingly valuable. If you're 30, 50, or 70, now's the time to check those coin jars, drawers, and old wallets. Here's what to look for in a valuable 2017 penny. Just above Lincoln's shoulder, double die obverse, off-center strikes, die cracks. Uncirculated or high-grade coins, MS65 and above. Some pennies look almost mirror-like. Reddish hue indicates less wear and more value. If you see any strange markings, doubling of the date or letters, or a shiny, untouched finish, you might have something special. Here's how to move forward wisely. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning reduces value. Get it graded by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. Compare with recent auction prices. Contact local coin dealers, auction houses, or online platforms like Heritage Auctions or eBay for guidance, not blind sales. Remember, knowledge is power. Don't let anyone lowball you. Always research before selling. That 2017 penny in your hand might be worth more than you think. Maybe not $1.6 million, but possibly hundreds or thousands of dollars. So if you're someone who's been holding on to old coins, or you're just now discovering the hidden gems in your change jar, check for that P, check for errors, and check your pockets. Could a penny in your pocket be worth millions of dollars? It might sound unbelievable, but today we're diving into the story behind the 2013 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent coin, and why some people are claiming it's worth $1.5 million. If you're someone with old coins sitting in a jar or drawer, and you're wondering if you're sitting on a hidden fortune, this video is for you. Stay with me for the next few minutes, and I'll explain what this coin is, why it's gained attention, how to spot a rare one, and the truth behind the million-dollar rumors. First things first, the 2013 Lincoln penny is part of the standard circulating coins in the United States. On the front, you'll see President Abraham Lincoln. On the back, the Union Shield design. Most of these were minted in Philadelphia. WIC-SH typically doesn't put a mint mark. So yes, many 2013 pennies have no mint mark at all. But here's the key. Just having a 2013 penny without a mint mark does not automatically mean it's valuable. You might be wondering, so where did this $1.5 million claim come from? In recent years, some YouTube videos and social media posts have gone viral claiming that a specific 2013 no-mint mark penny sold or is worth $1.5 million. But is it true? There is no verified auction record of any 2013 Lincoln cent selling for that price. In fact, in normal condition, this coin is worth face value 1 cent. But, and this is important, if your 2013 penny has a rare error, it could be worth a lot more. Some 2013 pennies with specific mint errors can be valuable to collectors. Here's what to look for. Double die errors. These are coins where parts of the design appear doubled, especially the lettering. Look closely at Liberty or In God We Trust. Off-center strikes. These coins were misaligned during minting, cutting off part of the design. Die cracks/cuds. Cracks in the die can leave raised lines or blobs on the coin. If you find any of these, don't clean the coin. That can destroy its value. Instead, get it professionally graded. To know the true value of your coin, send it to a reputable coin grading company like PCGS or NGC. Once graded, you can sell rare coins through auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or even eBay, but only if it's truly rare. Don't get fooled by internet hype. A certified error coin with real rarity will have a paper trail and a buyer. Everything else? Probably just pocket change. So, is the 2013 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny worth $1.5 million? The short answer, almost certainly not. But if you have a rare error coin, it could still be worth hundreds, even thousands. If you're 30, 50, or 70 years old and have coins tucked away, take a look. You never know what you might find. But always double-check the facts and get expert opinions before thinking you've struck gold. Like and subscribe if you want more honest videos about rare coins, real values, and how to spot hidden treasures in your own home. I'm here to help you separate myths from money.